Um, I enlisted in the Marine Corps in 1939 as a private, and I served through World War II and the Korean War, and I held all ranks from private through Master Sergeant. And during the Korean War, I was commissioned second lieutenant, and by the time the Korean War was over, I was a captain. And by 1960, I saw the Vietnam War coming, and I thought, Frank, you've pushed your luck far enough. So I bailed out and went to university and became a school teacher. I enlisted in 1939. I was 17 years old, and when the war started, I was a 19-year-old sergeant at Pearl Harbor. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was at the gunnery school. We just completed our training on the 20mm cannon. It was brand new, and we just completed our training. The Japanese torpedo bombers came in directly over us, about 300 feet above us, and you could see the big meatball on the wings and on the side of the fuselage, and as we were gawking at them, they were leaning over the side of the fuselage gawking at us. You see the torpedoes hanging down, and of course the dive bombers came in at higher altitude from the southwest, and they were about 12,000 feet. But the torpedo bombers, if we'd had a handful of rocks, we could have probably hit one of them with it. But we were nothing there but sand, no weapons whatsoever. Our guns were all locked up in the gun shed, and it was several minutes before we could ever round up a key to open the gun shed, and by the time we got the guns in position, the planes had done their dirty work and were gone. In combat, you do any thinking at all. You do what you're trained to do, and you do your thinking when it's over. So you merely go on reflex usually. You do what you're trained to do, and when it's over, then you do your thinking, and maybe you get a little nervous at that time. Battle of Midway, Guadalcanal campaign, and later I came back to the States and then got shipped out again in time for the invasion of the Philippine Islands. I participated in the Philippine campaign where we started at Leyte, Samar, and then up to Lingayen in Luzon, and down took over Corregidor and Bataan Peninsula, and then down to one of the outer islands, Cebu and Panay, and then we stayed in the Philippine Islands and went down to Borneo from there. Balikpapan, Borneo, and Brunei Bay. I was a member of the Marine Detachment on the USS aircraft carrier, USS Enterprise. We manned the anti-aircraft guns on the aircraft carrier. I'm very proud to say that I was a member of the U.S. Marine Corps from 1939 to 1960. I have no regrets.